Ian, 4-0 victory over Billingham Town this afternoon. What are your thoughts on that performance?
If I'm being really honest with you, we've just told the players in the dressing room we need to be better. People might be surprised when they see the scoreline at that, but I thought first half it was pretty even. There wasn't an awful lot of chances. I think we probably had the slightly better of the chances. Bobby Taylor had a couple of good opportunities and got into some good areas. And it was level 0-0 at half time. And then second half we sort of just encouraged them to play with a little bit more intensity and a little bit more quality to our play. And I thought we were really poor for the first 10 minutes of the second half. And a big point in the game in the second half was Chris Bannon's made a really good save at 0-0. And then we've grew into the game from there, and we've managed to get a penalty, which was a stonewall penalty to be fair. And Gary Days took that away. And then from that point on, we started to play some of the football that we're capable of. So you'll look at the result and people will see 4-0 and they'll think, oh, what a performance. But I think we can be better.
I think another big talking point in that second half was about 6 or 7 minutes in, to do with the floodlights. What was your thoughts on that? Because I know you were keen on just continuing.
I don't know where officials get it from sometimes, and I'll probably need to be careful so we don't get into any trouble. But the light, we'd played for 6 or 7 minutes, as you say, in exactly the same light that he then stopped it for 5 minutes. And even when the lights came on, he refused to start as soon as the lights came on. And some of his comments he made to me when I speak were borderline embarrassing, really. But that's by the by. I just think sometimes officials need to remember that they're part of the game, they don't rule the game. And I think he tried to be bigger than the game a little bit today, which is disappointing. But we'll not let that detract from what ended up being a very good day.
2 goals for David Robinson today. He's in a fine bit of form himself at the minute. Just how important of a player is he for this side?
He's struggling, really, isn't he? Yeah, he's struggling. We might have to look to take him out, and obviously we're not going to talk him up because he's a big player for us. Yeah, he's uncanny knack. I've said it a number of times now. He's got an uncanny knack of just running from deep. I mean, the first goal he scored was a great pass by Paul Anthony, a great first touch beyond the defender, and then a great finish across the keeper into the bottom corner. And the second one was equally as good, to be fair.
Michael Chilton and Paul Anthony did make their full debuts today. Cameron Fenton come on in the second half. How did each of them play in your eyes?
I thought Michael Chilton was Michael Chilton. I thought he won his fair share in the air, which he always does. I thought his link-up play was really good. So when he had his back to goal, he brought people into play. I thought first half we could have gotten more balls into the box for him because that's what he really thrives on. And you see in the second half when we did manage to get the ball into the box, he did what Michael Chilton does and he scores goals.
Finally from me, another 2 big games next week. Back into cup action on Wednesday night against Northallerton and then Jarrow away next Saturday. What are your aims from those 2 games?
The aim never changes from game to game. We go into every game wanting to win. So we'll now start and prepare for Northallerton on Wednesday in the cup. We'll be in training Monday. We'll have a look at people. We've picked up 1 or 2 knocks today, so we've probably been fortunate since we came to the club that we haven't picked up any injuries. We've haven't took a risk with Stevie Little and Danny Sear today, who had slight niggles, if you like, so we thought not to take any risks. But we picked up a couple of injuries today, so we'll get to training Monday, we'll regroup and we'll start and prepare for what should be a good cup game and a tough game against Northallerton, but we'll be going out to win it.
Cheers, Ian.
Thank you.